Guys, it was a bittersweet evening for me. I got back home. I brought my chickens some food, and then I was giving them the little rounds that I ate my dragon fruit out of, and I had some strawberries. I gave them some blueberries yesterday. But my rooster, I could tell today he's like just go weird and slow moving and opening his mouth and stuff, and just I've been out here talking to him. I mean, he came and he ate the yesterday I saw him, he was like sitting on the ground, but he came and ate bread and stuff out of my hand and strawberries. He loved to eat them strawberries. He snatched up them strawberries, but he just looked real, move my taste weird today. Stop! And I'm talking to him and telling him, he came and sat right here early. I was out here right here by the door because he was eating a piece of bread and he got a piece of feather stuck in his mouth. He couldn't get it. I said, wait, I'm coming. Normally he'll move because he don't like me to grab him. He get close to be able to grab him and pick him up with him being not in a standing position. But he just stood right there and waited, and came and took the feather out of his mouth. And I was like, you're tired, aren't you? And by today, that's all he been doing. Just he'll go and stand. He'll come and eat and move around and stuff like that, but he just ain't himself. I can tell he just ain't himself. He ain't lively. Feathers ain't perked up. And see how he keep just doing his mouth. He'll open his mouth wide sometimes and just opening his mouth. Tired. He's been alive for a long time. Him and that other girl. It's another girl, another boy at Rock like that. Another one. I got her from Baltimore. See how he's and then closing his eyes, like I don't know if he's in pain or what, but I don't know. He keep closing his eyes. He'll leaving us in the morning, and it makes me sad. He was such a good rooster. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, miracle girl. Hey, miracle girl. You happy here? You looking in my hand to see if I got something in it. I ain't got no more food. I ain't got no more food in my rooster. I don't know why he doing that, but you was a good rooster. Rooster. I thank you for being a good rooster. I thank you. You been my baby. You was my first rooster. You always been protective. You the only rooster I ever walked on a leash. I don't know what kind of pain you in, but I pray that Yeshua take it away. I pray that he take it away. You go back to the Father. I thank you for your beautiful spirit. Everybody told me not to get a rooster. You was going to hurt me. And they had me scared. And you turned out to be one of the 9 that was a rooster with your big foot in the house, jumping out the thing, playing around, running around the house. You about, what? My rooster should be over 5 years old. He's always been a gentleman. Never, ever tried to jump at me and none of that. He loved the ladies. He was good. Every girl I brought, he always made sure they get along with the flock. And they always got along. He don't let the girls fight or nothing. So, I just thank God for you. I know you're going back. Look at him. He never been like that before. He tired. Oh, my baby is tired. He's been a good boy. I hate coming out here in the coop and seeing one of them go. Then I don't even like to touch them. I don't like touching dead things. And I get my little long 8-foot snake catcher and I go dig a hole over there in the garden. And then I get my 8-foot snake catcher and come and get him. That little roost. It's gonna just be the girls in here now. That's the oldest one, that bar right there. She probably about 5 years old as well, because I got 6 of them. She's the last one of 6 that was left. This lady, when I first go me, right? When I first got chickens, I was so fascinated. I was in this online chicken group, and one of the ladies asked if anybody wanted to rehome some laying hens. She had 6. She said she and her husband, she just had a new baby, and it was just too much for them to take care of the hens, and they were moving as well. And I said, I would love it. She's like, can you send me a picture of what your setup or whatever? She's like, because these are like our pets, and we just want to make sure they go to a good home. So I recorded a video and let her. I was talking to her, and I walked around and showed her. This coop was brand new then. The yard was much different. I had a lot of green grass out here. Everything was more lively. And I walked around and showed her all my coops, and I took her inside, showed her my incubator, and I was just so excited. She was like, wow. She said, you in South Carolina? You're going to come up here? Move, Daniel. You're going to come up here to get hens? She said, if you come up here, you can have them. She said, I'll make sure we got the box and everything. I said, I'm coming to get them. And so I drove, my mom rode with me. We drove all the way to Baltimore, Maryland, and we got them 6 hens. And the rest are, like I said, that's the last one over there. They were laying. By the time we got back to South Carolina, they had us 3 eggs laid in the box. I said, oh, wow. And so I put them separate in that coop over there, and then I had my flock, my first 9 flock with him and the girls, and I let them stay separate to get used to their coops. And then after some time, I let them stay locked up for about a month or so, just so they could get used to the coop and know that when I do let them out, they will go right back to that same coop. And then I would let them out. First I would let these out, and they would see these get out sometimes, and then I would let them out, and then they would go back in their coop at night. And then one day I said, okay, I'm about to try it. I'm about to try to let all of them out. And so one day I let them all out, and those older girls went for my younger girls over here. But when I tell you, he did a good job of breaking up them fights. They did. It was brutal because it was 6 of them and 8 of my girls plus him, my young girls, and they were smaller. But them older girls kept going. The young girls would run out the way a lot, but them older girls would be brutal. Chickens have a pecking order, so they had to. The older girls would try to put the younger girls in check, but the rooster, he kept getting between them, and well, he must be going in the house. He must be tired. I guess he's telling the girls it's time to go in. But he kept getting between them, and right there, she loved to stay around a man, honey. That's the one that used to be with my youngest rooster, the gray rooster. In some previous videos, that's the one that always stayed under, the gray rooster. And but anyway, she probably gonna follow him, be the first one to follow him up there. And then maybe she not. But did a good job at making sure that the fights were broken up. He has done well. He has never been cruel or mean to any hens. He's always been very protective of them. When something happens, even if they're locked up, he always notifies me with a certain call that he does, and when I hear that, I know it's something out here. The chickens, of course, if anything gets close to them, they'll go whoa. But with him, see, he's in there laying down. He don't want me to see him like that. You see him in there in that corner. My poor baby. I'm sorry you don't feel good, baby. He don't feel good at all, and you can tell it. I'm sorry you don't feel good. You such a sweet boy. You've been a sweet boy. I'm gonna miss you. I am gonna miss you so much. Mommy love you. I'm glad I got to say goodbye. I would have been sad if I came out tomorrow and you were gone. I'm glad I got to give you strawberries and blueberries Good night. Love you. Boy. I don't know if I'll ever get a rooster like him again. I came out one night for them. I was like, where it happened? I looked all in here. They weren't in there. I opened this. Oh, sorry, Daniel. I opened this, looked all in there. They weren't in there. I said, who the hell came and stole my 4 golden girls? And then I heard a noise and looked up there. I heard a noise and they was all right up there. See, they like getting up on that roost up there. Yep. So, good night, people of God. I hope y'all have a blessed night. The cycle of life. The cycle of life. This cycle of life. This next chapter of my life, there are some new things that I want to do. I've been talking to God about it. I have new visions. There's still some things I need help with and understanding and guidance about how to execute. But there's some new things, a new leaf that I'm turning over. But I got to make sure that the plan comes together properly. It takes timing. And like I said, I need more knowledge and guidance from Anokasi. But I want this next chapter of life to be dedicated to unifying, helping to go into the world and unifying God's people more through love, acceptance, limiting judgment, you know, opposite of really what we see anywhere in the world today. It's going to be different. But anyway, y'all have a blessed night. I love you.